Welcome to the second episode of Too Good to Miss, and today I'm joined on Skype by Shelinder, who is the franchisee of three egg-free cake stores in Kent. And from what I'm seeing, you haven't stopped. So people might be at the moment your shops might not be open, but you're still in there creating cakes, aren't you? And you're making them for an amazing cause as well, from what I can see.
Yeah, so I've managed to ban a couple of staff with a view of just doing our bit as we shut the shops. The sort of last and more important thing we can do is support our local hospitals, our NHS staff, and our key workers. Really, just a little bit of appreciation that I think they deserve.
So who came up with the idea first of all? Then was this something that you was thinking about?
I had it
Because
in my mind, to be honest. My wife gave me the idea to do something, get in touch, and she got me in touch with Down Valley Hospital, and through some other contacts, I managed to get in touch with Medway Maritime Hospital, and the other day I dropped off a batch of cakes to the Medway Hospital, and they were well received. And I'm due to go back on Friday to both Durham and Medway Hospital to give them their final sort of batch of cakes.
that's amazing, and I've seen some of them as well. You've decorated them with the NHS logo.
Oh, absolutely,
What,
yeah.
what's the message on? What was the message? Can you remember that you put on?
Our heroes, and then underneath the NHS logo, we just said thank you.
And that's powerful, isn't it? Because for these people, and obviously a big part of this for you is not just to say thank you, but it's to put a smile on people's faces.
Oh,
And I
yeah,
think,
absolutely.
something like that. Remember when you had like your first ever like couple of birthday cakes, or that birthday cake that you can remember from your 21st, and a landmark birthday. You don't forget moments like that because you see it and you go, wow, and
Yeah,
it makes you smile. And I think a sweet treat can go a long way.
absolutely. It's about putting a smile on their faces. I think people forget that the NHS staff, they have families,
Yeah.
they have birthdays, and a lot of them are probably missing those because of what's going on currently, and they are putting their lives on the line to help everyone for the greater good. So just a little token of appreciation, just something to perk them up, keep them going, just to let them know that we really appreciate what you're doing for us.
Yeah. No,
That's as much as we can do at the moment.
it's an amazing gesture, and I read, I think it was on the Kent Online article that apparently you donated. Was it up to two? Was it 2,500 slices? Is that
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
How long
Well,
did it take for you to create cakes that
I've
equivalent to
I've got a system in
2,500
place because
slices?
we're used to doing sort of high orders, volume orders. But my staff were in there for a couple of days, decorating them, chopping them up, and getting them ready. But yeah, the Medway Hospital actually has 4,500 members of staff that work there. So I said, look, I'll do it the best I can, which is why I dropped off a batch yesterday and then another batch going on Friday.
So you literally are working to create enough cake for the whole capacity of staff within these
Oh yeah, of
hospitals.
course, if you can, why not?
That's amazing. That's really, really, because some people, obviously it's enough for you to just deliver one. Of course it is. What an amazing gesture! But
Yeah.
you're going that extra mile to really appreciate everyone who works inside that building, and that's
Oh,
something quite
absolutely.
special.
Yeah. I mean, not just the doctors, the all members of staff, wherever they are within the organisation, they all need to be appreciated because they all keep that keep the hospital running.
I've got to admit though, whenever I look at cake in a picture, I always wonder what flavour and what it tastes like. Can you remember what went into those cakes that you gave to the guys at the hospital? Because I'm
Not
nicking my
entirely,
lips
no.
now just looking at the cake. I'm like, what flavours are in that?
I can't remember all the flavours, but
Oh,
there's quite a few different flavours and varieties there, so
something for everyone.
something for everyone, actually, yeah.
So during this period, obviously you're doing such an amazing thing, and I can only commend you and the team for doing that. Thank you for just showing a little bit of love from all of us and from all your local communities towards the NHS, and especially from your obviously your franchise shots for Eggfree Cake Box. But in terms of as a business owner, in terms of someone who is going to, once this is all over, have to reopen shop and have to try and get business back to normal. Do you think this is going to really change the way that businesses work, especially those on the high street who potentially didn't have an online presence before all this happened?
I think they'll start to think about it. You may actually even see more online delivery services for a range of the high street brands.
I can't thank you enough for Shelinder for jumping on with me. Before we go, do you want to shout out any links so people can potentially contact you, find out more about your franchise, your franchises, and also find more out about your networking group?
Yeah, no, if they'd like to know more about the cake box, they can go to our website, which is still live. It's www.eggfreecake.co.uk. All our cakes and our sites where we operate from are listed there. And if anyone's interested in networking or they want to, come to one of our video conferences, it's free of charge. It's it's a local group called BNI. And they can email me. That's shelinder@eggfreecake.co.uk.
Lovely chatting, mate. Thank you for everything you've done for our amazing NHS. I think what you've done is really nice. And as you said, if it's put a smile on one NHS employee's face, then it is obviously well worth it.
That's great, Ben. Thank you very much for the
Brilliant.
opportunity.